Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Joanna G. Holden and I'm a fantasy author and author tuber. My debut novel, Snow Dust, just recently came out on ebook, and I wanted to talk post-release a little bit about ways that you can support authors without buying their books. And this may seem like a strange topic to be covering when I just released a book that I want people to buy, but I personally have had a lot of experiences where I've had an author, whether it be a friend or someone I looked up to in the community, who released a book and I was unable to buy it. Or once I had bought it, I was looking for additional ways to support them in their endeavors as an author, since I couldn't just buy the same book over and over and over again. Whether you fall into the category of being unable to buy your friend's book or your favorite author's book for financial reasons, for time commitment reasons, whatever that may be. Maybe you're on a book buying ban. A lot of us are on those right now. Sometimes it's even been as simple as I didn't like the genre that they wrote in. If a favorite author posted a horror flick, I would want to support them, but I'm not going to go buy a horror flick that I'm not going to read. Or if you have already purchased their book and you want to continue to support them and help them to further their author platform and further their career, but again, you can't just keep buying the same book over and over and over again. How do you support that author then? I'm going to give you a list of 5 ways you can support an author without buying their book. Number 1, like, follow, and subscribe. Make sure you're following them on their social media accounts: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, whatever, YouTube. If they have a blog and they are posting content you're interested in, subscribe to the blog or just continue to check up on it. If they have a newsletter, subscribe to the newsletter, and then make sure you actually open the newsletter when it shows up in your inbox. Wherever they post about their books, every single like, follow, and subscribe counts. And it goes a long way to boost an author's platform, which is how they tell people about their books in the first place. Number 2, recommend their book to a friend. Recommendations are the bread and butter of every author. People recommending their books, word of mouth. That's how people find out about books. That's how people get books into other people's hands. Warning on this one though, make sure when you recommend this book that the person you're recommending it to is someone that would actually enjoy the book. For instance, my book is a middle grade book. It is a fairy tale retelling. It is a fantasy adventure. So you probably would not want to recommend it to someone who hates fantasy, who hates fairy tale retellings, and who cannot stand books that are about children ages 10 to 12 to 13. Or maybe you happen to know some middle graders who love fairy tales, who love fantasy books. That would be more the audience that you would push for than for someone who genuinely just doesn't like fantasy, doesn't like fairy tales, doesn't like middle grade written books. Number 3, share their posts. And make sure you tag them in it so that they can like the post and see that they are being shared. This is a huge encouragement. When an author sees that someone that they know or even that they don't know has shared a promotional post that they have made about their book, it goes a huge way to support us, even with just our morale. It boosts it so much. Plus, you are sharing it with your friends, which is another way of recommending it. You're helping to get the word out, you're helping to get other people interested, and again, you're giving the author just so much encouragement. That means the world to us. Number 4, if you know the author personally, and even if you don't, you can reach out to them with a personal message of encouragement. This is huge too. It doesn't have to be long, it doesn't have to be eloquent. All you have to say is, I've been watching you, I'm so proud of you, you did such an amazing job, and I wish you the best in the future. That's all you have to say. And if you read the book and you liked it, be sure to mention that. That will make their day. This is especially true if you too are a writer or if you have done some kind of creative work in the past and you can truly appreciate the amount of hard work that it takes to write and to publish a book. Whether that author has gone through self-publication or traditional publication, it doesn't matter. They need encouragement, and a personal message that just says, I'm proud of you and you've got this, can mean the world. And number 5, if possible, request their book at your local library. This is 100% free to you, and if you haven't had a chance to read their book because you can't afford it or you're on a book buying ban, then this is a great way to get their book into your hands free of charge. Note, this one does come with a bit of a caveat. A self-published book may have a little bit more difficulty getting into a library than a traditionally published book, strictly on the basis that it has to have an ISBN and it has to have a Library of Congress number. But if it has both of those, and you can easily find this out on the copyright page, or you can ask the author personally. I believe you may even be able to tell this from the Amazon page. I really need to double check this. This also only works if they have a physical format of their book, so either paperback or hardcover. Snow Dust is not in a hardcover format or a paperback format yet, so I couldn't get into libraries. But it does have a Library of Congress control number, meaning that theoretically it could go into a library once the paperback is available. I requested our library to find books of authors that I loved. You can do this too, and not only does this give a book sale to the author, but it also gets it into the hands of other people besides you who are looking for similar type stories and books. And again, it means you get to read it for free, so it's kind of like a win-win. A sixth bonus point, woot woot, is to leave a review. If you did read their book, if you liked their book, leave a review on Amazon, on Goodreads, wherever their book is to be found. Even a 4 or a 3-star review can go a long way to support an author by getting their name out there and by showing other people who are looking into their book what you thought of it and if it's worth their time. Most readers, myself included, will go to the review section of a book first to see what the rating is and what people have thought of it. Adding your name and your thoughts to that list are huge. Plus, the more reviews that an author gets on their book, the more likely Amazon and other places like that are to share it with other customers in the "you might like this" category. It'll also be more likely to show up in the feed when they go to look up specific categories or specific kinds of books. And that is it. Those are my 5 ways, plus a 6th bonus tip, how to support an author without buying their book. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to give it a like and consider subscribing on the way out. I post writerly content every week and sometimes bonus videos like this week, so be sure to hit the notification bell as well so you'll be notified as soon as my next video goes up. All the information that you could need to know about me, my books, upcoming releases, and all of that fun stuff is in the description box below, along with social media links. Yeah, go crazy with that. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!